dawn in Jamaica women's football. And the finish was deadly. Chanel Spence has done it again. Gregory, goal! Well, the lines have been drawn and the preparation has been put in as another week of matches. We're looking forward to it on this wonderful and warm Saturday afternoon. And specifically, we are live in the community of Arnett Gardens, not quite at the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex, but right next door, over by the high school, Charles Smith High. And they are playing ground for this edition of the Jamaica Women's Premier League this match day. And we're looking at a top four fixture here as Arnett Gardens, they do battle with Los Perfectos, who have made their way all the way from Manchester in this one. Well, the top four, they have really made their mark in the league so far. And you can see the champions, 15 from 15. They are indeed perfect. Almost 100 goals they have scored this season. They're on 45 points. Cavalier in second spot on 38. You see the battle between third and fourth. That's the center stage that we preside over as Arnett Gardens on 32 points. Los Perfectos on 30 points. And Arnett Gardens with a game less. So for Los Perfectos, they're looking at this as a matchup that they need to win, that they must win, because their home fixture, they lost 2-1 to Arnett Gardens in Manchester. Los Perfectos, they're hoping to make that impact, and one of their players looking to make that impact is their goalkeeper. Brianna Staple is a fixture between the sticks for the Manchester-based team.
As most of you know, my name is Brianna Staple, but them call me Bird. Yeah, all of my friends they call me Bird or Parrot. Yeah, I love KFC, but I love KFC. I went to Balaclava Primary School, and my primary school coach saw my talent and he told me to join the team. But I played with the boys at the time. They mixed the girls and the boys. Honestly, I didn't choose football. I didn't choose football because at first I didn't know that I had this talent until coach saw my talent and he made me realize the talent that I have. Yeah. So more like football chose me then. So I started playing schoolgirl football in grade 7 when I just started Homewood Technical High School. I went to final 3 years back to back, and my first year when I went to final I was in grade 9, and then grade 10, grade 11. But each final we didn't win. Our first final we got 8-0, second 9-1, and then the third, which is this year, we got 1-0. Oh God, I couldn't wait to finish. Well, I love schoolgirl football because, but I couldn't wait to finish to just start playing with my team. And knowing that I could help them, yeah, I couldn't wait. Well, I see myself getting a scholarship, going to college, further my education and try to play pro. I want to play pro. I want to continue my football career. One male footballer that I look up to is Messi. Yeah. Messi, he's the GOAT. Messi is the GOAT. Yeah. And one female footballer that I look up to is Bunny Shaw. What else? Just so I say big up my coach. Big up Maurice Duncan, Yeah. Big up Maurice Duncan.
Well, she's an absolute character, and you just love her spirit. The youngster Brianna Staple, they call her Bird, and specifically Parrot. And Well, let's just say she had a lot of her mind to speak to the public, and it was a wonderful feature there, as we got an insight as to how she sees the game of football and her idols and um, who inspire her to be the player that she is. She's between the sticks. She can play out in the middle in terms of in varied positions, but the diminutive Brianna Staple has made between the sticks her home as far as football is concerned for the time being at any rate. So it is a warm afternoon. The players are over on the far side, and we expect them to make their way out to the middle in short order. Uh, do see a couple of officials there, but there seems to be a bit of a delay trying to get to the bottom of it. But we are about 3 minutes away from kickoff. Uh, yeah, the players are just about lining up over on the far side. We do see Audit Hamilton over on that far side getting ready to make uh, her way on. And yeah, we're just about to have the walkout here at Charles Smith High. If you're just joining us, welcome to our coverage here on the Jamaica Women's Premier League YouTube channel. It's a top four battle, and it's between third and fourth place. Arnett Gardens against Lost Perfectos. And Lost Perfectos a couple of points behind Arnett Gardens, but the Arnett Gardens team, they do have a game in hand, so this is such a critical game for the team in purple over on the far side. Lost Perfectos hoping to get maximum points today. They know it's going to be a difficult situation, and the reason why they're eager to not be in fourth spot, because in that semi-final matchup they'd be hoping to avoid uh, Fraser's whip, and Fraser's whip, they have been all conquering so far. A perfect 15 from 15 in the league this season. They are 4 shy from 100 goals this season, and well, they have been dominant, and I suspect that the other teams in the top four will be hoping to avoid fourth place and finish either second or third. And if anything, they would face Fraser's Whip in the final of the league. There are the officials making their way over to the far side with equipment in hand, and I think we're just about ready to see them make their way out onto the park. Well, the quality is usually pretty high when we talk about the top four teams in the Jamaica Women's Premier League, and we should not be short of quality this afternoon. Third place, Arnett Gardens. Fourth place, Lost Perfectos. And they meet here at the Charles Smith High, and they make their way out to the middle, and they hope to do make an impact here. Lost Perfectos, of course, in purple, Arnett Gardens in their traditional red and black. And right now, we will pause for the playing of the national anthem. So the away team will make their way across to greet the home team. The Los Perfectos meeting Arnett Gardens and the officials involved in the greeting as well. And, standing by for kickoff in just a matter of moments. Annika Richards, the Arnett Gardens captain, is ready. So too Sashana Campbell of Los Perfectos. There for the toss as we take a look at the starting lineup for Arnett Gardens. Shanika Young between the sticks, the team completed by Chantel Small, Annika Richards, Today Berry, Shanice Stewart, Tashika Reed, Ronche Hamilton, who scored a couple of goals in their first fixture this season, Abigail Mullings, Shakira Douglas, who has been in fantastic form with 23 goals this season, Brianna Crosby, and their number 10, Sue Ann Gregory. And here's the lineup for Los Perfectos. The aforementioned Brianna Staple, of course, between the sticks, completed by Sashana Campbell. Venetia Reed, of course, the veteran. She has 15 goals to her name so far this season. Tashika Hamilton, Rhonda Rooms, Adriana Morris, Dejournay Lewis, Shonda Mullings, Akia Jackson, Samia Dixon, and their number 9, the 18-year-old Andreen Smith, the dangerous Andreen Smith out of Phoenix Academy, and 18 years old with 11 goals so far this season, hoping to make an impact for Los Perfectos. But that's Arnett Gardens in the red and black. And there's their chant. You get the feeling that they're up to it. There's number 11, Tonche Hamilton, and she's going to be dangerous. One suspects so too Swen Gregory, who hasn't really been prolific. That's Los Perfectos going through their chance as well. The entire squad involved in that. There is the veteran Venetia Reed, 37 years old now, and hasn't really lost a step. 15 goals so far this season for Venetia Reed. Called her String Bean back in the day. I'm not sure the youngsters call her that now, to be fair, but I suspect that once you have that nickname, it will stick with you for life. Maybe. Los Perfectos will get us on the way here at Charlie Smith. Overcast conditions, and we're on the way here. Los Perfectos looking to take care in possession. They know it's going to be necessary. Tashana Campbell in recent weeks has taken on a more offensive role, along with Venetia Reed, who picks it up now and almost lost it to Abigail Mullings. There is Brianna Staple. Goes aerial. Today Berry will watch that go into touch. And it's going to be a throw in to Arnett Gardens. They are pressing high, Los Perfectos, as they hope to win the possession deep in Arnett's own half. That didn't go far at all. It came off Venetia Reed, did it? Yeah, it did. Probably could have allowed that to drift into touch. Annika Richards with a throw again. And now the home team in the attacking third with another throw. And it's still going to be Annika Richards with it. Hurling this one inside the box. It's headed behind by Adriana Morris. It's going to be a corner kick. So they've gone off the field methodically, Arnett Gardens. And now they have the first corner of the game. And Hamilton has gone across to take it. She knows how to deliver a good cross. That's not a bad one at all. At the back post. Rising highest was Sade Berry, virtually unmarked there at the back post. And that's the thing about Hamilton, you know. She's so accurate with her crosses. And Arnett Gardens with the pressure. And the ball played inside the area. Cleared out. Hamilton trying to get by Shamia Dixon. Couldn't. Hamilton again. Plays it forward. Looking for the return. Didn't quite get it on that occasion. Tanika Young knocks it out wide. Berry. Ball played forward on it on the surge here. And it's put away well. Brianna Crosby gets her 7th of the campaign. It was a wonderful finish on it on the break. Looked so dangerous. And Crosby was able to convert. Arnett Gardens with the first strike in this one. They take the lead in the first 5 minutes of play. Crosby on the score sheet.
Last Perfectos there. Once again, post number 8, Brianna Crosby in the 2nd minute.
So Los Perfectos, they have some work to do now. Will be disappointed that they conceded so early in this contest. Arnett Gardens with a free kick here. Back to their full complement. Arnett Gardens, they were without their captain Anneke Richards for a minute. Knocked there properly. Douglas trying to get a foot in, and she was cut down there, but she's all right. Lewis goes long, looking for Venetia Reed. Reed doing battle between defenders, probably need some help. Trying to set that one inside Lewis. Andreen Lewis. Andreen Smith, rather. And the shot coming in, that was easily handled by Shanika Young. Here's the goal scorer in Crosby. Pinto. Out wide now to Berry. Hamilton sweeps it out wide, but too far in front of Crosby. Again, Los Perfectos give up possession, but Arnett Gardens, they return the favor. Gregory trying to get by Dejournay Lewis. Abigail Mullings. Now Onshay Hamilton. Hamilton with the challenge. The good one to Gregory. Hamilton trying to find Douglas with that little dink there, but lost Perfectos defense. They were equal to the task. Richards with a throw. Douglas is there, puts it in a danger area. But Los Perfectos, they had enough numbers back there, but they're still under pressure, and Douglas will be disappointed with the end result. 23 goals beside her name for Arnett's number 7. And she knows that that was a big opportunity for her. Hamilton, not back in the danger area, but nobody there in red. Mullings will pick it up though. Pinto sends it out to Crosby. Crosby with the ball inside. That was lovely, but it was too far in front of Pinto. There's a chip, looking for Gregory. Gregory trying to get the better of Dejournay Lewis. Douglas. Lovely football there from Douglas. Looking for the return ball. She's attacking it. But there's Crosby. Inside the area, Crosby hits it straight to Staple. Staple equal to the task there, in the right place at the right time. Reed was looking for a handle ball there. But referee Hamilton said play on. Here's Crosby again. She's looked also dangerous so far in this game. Looking for a good ball inside. And Staple holds on at the second attempt. Sends it long. Good find to Andreen Smith. Smith can run at her defenders, but couldn't quite take on Chantel Small. Gregory. Oh, she's kept it in play. No, she hasn't. Not a bad game so far, as both teams trying to make their passes. Adriana Morris sends it upfield. Andreen Smith now. Smith. Trying to showcase her wares there, but lost possession. Was looking for a foul, or a free kick rather. But referee Hamilton didn't see a foul. Hamilton. In the way there was Tashika Hamilton. Pinto. Pinto has won it. Two-footed challenge there. Looked a little dangerous, but I think it was all ball. So I think the knee possibly was jarred there. She's in some pain. The receiver of that challenge. It's Rooms again. It seems to be, yep. In some pain there under that challenge. I think it was more jarring than a contact which was made. Players will take the time to refresh themselves. But the humidity isn't as unforgiving as some days this summer. So the players would be okay for the most part. There is a bit of cloud cover. There was some rain earlier today as well. There, there are a lot of birds around as well. Charles Smith High. Just kind of adding to the ambience here. And of course, a few spectators in. It's free to enter. And obviously taking the opportunity for those spectators to enjoy their Saturday afternoon watching some football. There you see some birds in your shot making Arnett Gardens their home. It is a wonderful sight. Play is about to resume. Arnett Gardens with the possession. What can they do with this? Hamilton was trying to switch play. Douglas with the ball, finding Hamilton. Douglas was cut down belatedly. Referee Hamilton says play on. Douglas interfering. Venetia Reed looking to get by Pinto. Now looking for runners. Found her captain in Sashana Campbell. Campbell over the top. Andreen Smith. Venetia Reed making a run inside the box. Andreen Smith just about to get there. Sends the ball inside. Ooh, that was close. It was missed initially by Shanika Young. And Venetia Reed, she's appealing for something. She felt as if she was fouled on the line. But she gets nothing in her favor, the veteran. But either way, it was a close call and a close shave for Arnett Gardens. What a delightful ball that was, though, from Andreen Smith. Ball was floating inside. And yeah, there wasn't a lot of collection there, I don't think, on Venetia Reed. But Los Perfectos, they'll have another opportunity here. Andreen Smith trying to get by Shani Stewart, unable to do so. Suen Gregory trying to utilize her skill and speed. Lovely touch inside to Douglas. They're playing with a plan on Arnett Gardens. Here's Crosby. Knocked inside to Pinto. Back to Crosby. Reed getting involved. Berry helping out her teammate though. Lovely stuff from Arnett Gardens. Hamilton just manages to lose it. Hamilton getting in front of Venetia Reed, who is always active. Wins the throw for her team. Reed. Hamilton trying to Play that up field. Now this is with Venetia Reed, the veteran. Oh, she does well. She does really well. Finds her captain. And Campbell is on it. Campbell needs some support. Or maybe not. Throw into Los Perfectos. Tashika Hamilton with a throw. Going to be an Arnett Gardens throw. Do it. Well, oh, she does well inside the box. Trying to have that toe poke finish there. Tashana Campbell, unable to do so. Wasn't able to generate the power needed. And the Gardens again trying to build from the back. There's a whistle on the play. And it will get the free kick. Switching the play, looking for Crosby. Interception made. Berry. Mullings. Mullings trying to switch the play. Lewis doing enough, but Gregory's still on it. Arnett Gardens. Hamilton is there for assistance. There is Franche Hamilton. Now Abigail Mullings. Mullings, she has a cracker of a left foot. Abigail Mullings, I can tell you that. Here she is, Mullings. Has a crack of a right foot as well. That was charged down. Hamilton was under pressure, didn't really spot it. Gregory. Mullings lost it. Lovely touch inside, but good read there from Small. Hamilton again. Sometimes seems as if she has all the time in the world. Small with the ball inside to Douglas. Douglas trying to skip by a couple of challenges, does well. Shakira Douglas unable to get by the final outstretched leg. Now it's with Crosby. Crosby in the area to the byline, and Los Perfectos with enough players back. The clearance made, not too far out. It's Mullings with a cracker! Oh, that's wonderful! It's dynamite from Abigail Mullings. What a strike that was! It is her second goal of the season, and it seems she only scores scorchers. And Arnett Gardens with a deserved second goal in this one. What a hit! What a strike! She's going to remember that one. She really is going to remember that one, and so will we. That was a wonderful hit. And it has lit up Charlie Smith High here. And the supporters who have come out to look and observe a really wonderful game. There's a whistle on the play. Arnett Gardens will get a free kick now. It was truly wonderful. It was from some way out too. Just gave herself the room and let fly with the right foot, and absolutely nothing Staple could have done about that one. And now Staple will have to be wary of Hamilton because she can launch one from distance as well, can't she, Hamilton? And she did score a couple of goals in the previous fixture. And here's another one that's booted away by Staple. Seemed fairly confident in kicking that one away. Gregory. This is Pinto. Seems as if they all want to line up a shot there. Crosby was looking for the pass, didn't come her way. Tashika Hamilton is back there for Los Perfectos, but she was under pressure. And Los Perfectos will get that throw deep in their own half. Crosby intercepts. Douglas. Pinto. Renisha Reed. Couldn't find a teammate. Berry was trying to switch the play and eventually reaches Sue and Gregory. Gregory. Sends it back out wide, but no, kept in play there. Wasn't too much on it. Small was looking for additional runners. Back to Gregory. Gregory's ball inside. Clearance made by Shonda Mullings. Tapped forward again by Arnett. But Tashika Hamilton is back there for Los Perfectos, and it's safety first for her. Throw-in coming up for Arnett Gardens, who I think they have slipped into third gear. Looking for a third goal, ironically enough. Annika Richards with the throw. Another long one. Hamilton got a foot there. Staple will hold on. She's trying to launch one for Andreen Smith. Stewart did well enough. Abigail Mullings trying to switch the play, but luckily got through to Gregory. Gregory, she's going to always show her skill, Sue and Gregory. Now Mullings. If she gets her all-round game right, Abigail Mullings, along with that shot that she has, she can be a special player, I think. Change has been made by Los Perfectos. Shamir Dixon has been taken out of the firing line by Los Perfectos. And Shauna Levy, or rather Renee Smith, has come on. So Renisha Smith has come on for Los Perfectos. Just 17 years old. The youngster from Ballers Academy. Danny Stewart puts that one into touch.
Substitution for the Los Perfectos team.
So just to confirm the substitution, that Dixon has come off for Renisha Smith. Here's Andreen Smith.
replaced by player number 23,
Gets a round of applause from her
Rennie Smith.
teammate. They say that 2-0 is the most dangerous scoreline in football. And the Gardens will be wary of that. Lots of Perfectos will be hoping that the next goal scored in this fixture is theirs. But right now they have to do some defending here. And they've done enough for the time being. Gregory deciding not to take on Lewis. Douglas was thinking that Gregory would have continued her run. And Bird comes out to collect. Or Parrot, depending on which friend you ask. Apologies if you're just joining us and you do not get the reference. There was a feature played on Brianna Staple, who said on camera that her nickname is Bird or Parrot. You can deduce as to why they call her Bird or Parrot. Venetia Reed going into another gear, trying to beat Stewart. Not bad for a 37-year-old woman, Venetia Reed. Andreen Smith applying the pressure on Small. Small does well and eventually held on to by Shanika Young. Played a dangerous game there. The Arnett Gardens custodian got away with it. Hamilton, Douglas. Ball slipped through almost. Tashika Hamilton does enough. Had to defend that one. Corner kick coming up for Arnett Gardens now. Hamilton again to take. The usual provider. So dangerous with those deliveries. There's the delivery inside at the back post. The whistle goes. And I think the ball did cross the line before it came back in. Douglas was in the mix trying to get on the end of it. But in the end, it's a goal kick that's been awarded to Los Perfectos. Annika Richards, hounded by Venetia Reed. Hamilton, oh, what that is. And getting by Tashana Campbell. Gregory, skillful. Mullings was robbed of the ball on that occasion. Mullings just did enough to earn her team the throw. Adriana Morris. That's punted long. And Dejournay Lewis trying to send it out wide, but back with Arnett Gardens and now Sue and Gregory. Gregory did well to intervene, Pinto picks it up. Gregory on the line, keeps possession. Yep. Arnett's number 10 does well. Looking for a teammate, found one. And the Guns, they know how to move the ball quickly, but ran into problems there, did Shade Berry. And now Venetia Reed trying to start an attack. Gets a return from Andreen Smith. Venetia Reed. There's a whistle on the play. And it is going to be a free kick for Los Perfectos. And maybe Venetia Reed would have wanted play to continue there, but it was eventually called back. There's going to be another stoppage in play. Is down for Los Perfectos. So Adriana Morris. Formerly of Ballers Academy. Played at the under 14 and under 15 level. In the 2021 season. Former Jose Marti and Camperdown High player as well. So free kick coming up for Los Perfectos. And the Guns have already constructed the wall. 4 players in the wall, and they're right on the edge of the 18-yard box. And the wall does its job. Smith. Service inside, easily handled by Shanika Young. This could be problematic. It is. Gregory with a foot in there, but good strong challenge coming in. Ronda Rooms did enough there. She accompanied the speedy Sue and Gregory. Just utilized her body well. Anigon's looking for a 3rd goal. Andreen Smith collects. Couldn't quite find Venetia Reed. Pinto. Los Perfectos will get a throw. Reed. Very wanted off Reed, and Crosby was hacked by Tashika Hamilton, who moves away from the scene of the crime and away from Odette Hamilton. Free kick coming up for Arnett Gardens. There's the punt to the edge of the box. Well done. Hamilton feeds it out wide. Gregory is there. So when Gregory skips by Lewis, well, Gregory's ball inside is a good one. It's Crosby. She gets her 2nd. Delightful stuff from Arnett Gardens again. Gregory with the magic. Crosby with the finish. It's the third goal for Arnett Gardens. And they do celebrate Garnet Lawrence with them. And he's making his trek across to Montego Bay United for the men's team. But he's with the Arnett Gardens women still. And he celebrates with them. Crosby with her second of the game. And it's 3-0 to Arnett Gardens.
Well, the third goal for Arnett Gardens coming in minute 38. Player number 8, Brianna Crosby. Her second of the afternoon. It's now Arnett.
Well, we never expected it to be this one-sided. As Andreen Smith skips by one challenge. Smith does well. Has Reed for company. She puts it into the side netting. Reed was longing for that ball to be made across the 6-yard box. But there's Crosby with her second of the game. She was in the right place at the right time on that occasion. And it's 8 goals for the number 8 this season. Hamilton finding Gregory, who takes that down so well, so very well. Here's Douglas. Was brought down. Free kick coming up for Arnett Gardens. Hamilton moves to Gregory quickly. Reed. Alicia Reed ran into traffic. Couldn't do a lot with it. Pinto. Occasionally Pinto trying to send this ball upfield. Tashika Hamilton will guide it. And was fouled by Crosby. Free kick coming up for Los Perfectos. Less than 5 minutes to go in the first half. We did have a couple of stoppages in the first half. So I think we're going to play at least a couple more minutes. Annika Richards sends this one long. Mullings. Here she is. Crosby gives it away. Andreen Smith looking for help. Gets returned from Vanisha Reed. Reed gets it back. Now it's back with Andreen Smith. Lovely. Reed. There's a whistle on the play. Free kick coming up for Los Perfectos in position A1. Right in the D. Oh, they desperately need to capitalize on this one. Just before the halftime interval. The veteran has left it for the youngster. Andreen Smith with 11 goals so far this season is going to take it. Her eyes firmly on goal. And there's a deflection and Reed is there. And the whistle goes. And offside against Venetia Reed. That was an interesting one, by the way, because I actually didn't see the assistant referee raise the flag. But Odette Hamilton was confident in the fact that Reed was offside, in her opinion. Arnett Gardens, well, can they get a fourth in this first half? Crosby. Here's an opportunity. Gregory looking for an additional yard of space, forced to go wide. And Jeanne Lewis does well. Smith, well, she's lost it. Arnett Gardens will come back at them. Gregory. Hamilton. Too much on that one. Sheikah Hamilton will win it for Los Perfectos. Free kick for Los Perfectos. In the final minute of the 45. Showing good strength there, Shakira Douglas. Smith has the pace there, but Shanika Young was so much closer to the ball. Yeah, 2 minutes of stoppages to be played.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fourth official has indicated minimum 2 minutes to be added to the first half.
Can Los Perfectos get anything out of this first half? Lovely from Pinto. Ooh. She got the wind knocked out of her. And it's a third time that Rooms has taken to the turf. She's getting the attention from the medical staff. We hope that she's all right. Yep, there's a little movement. Rooms has really been in the war so far in this game. Not the first time she's got medical attention. And she was right in the way of that hit. Play is about to restart. And we don't have a lot of time remaining in this first stanza. Here's Arnett Gardens. Ball played out wide by Gregory to Crosby. Crosby knocks it inside, and Douglas with a pop. That's wide of the mark. And a goal kick coming up for Los Perfectos. We should hear the referees whistle any moment now for the end of this first half. That is the end of the first half. It's been the Arnett Gardens show. They've dominated Los Perfectos in the battle of third and fourth in the league. And Arnett Gardens showing that there is a little bit of a gap there. Los Perfectos, they try to be on the front foot, but Arnett Gardens, they have capitalized on the chances that they have created. And that's why the scoreline is what it is. At the halftime interval, it's Arnett Gardens 3, Los Perfectos 0.
I love football, but I don't just play for me. I do it for Jamaica and for the fans on the journey with us. The ones who live for every shot and cheer every goal. The ones who know that performing on the big stage means big effort with big support. And of course, chicken with big flavor.
KFC's big deal. 3 pieces of delicious chicken, fries, and a drink. The perfect fan fuel for cheering on or history-making reggae girls. KFC, proud sponsors of Khadija Shaw and the Reggae Girls.
Team, we need to pass the ball quicker.
Much quicker.
And you need to make sure.
Need to.
I'm the coach.
And I'm the assistant coach.
No. Your job is to bring the water and keep us hydrated. Matter of fact, where's the water?
I've got it, coach.
We're always innovating to keep you always moving forward.
In sports, it's all about pushing your limits, giving it your all. Sometimes, the key to winning is knowing when to pause. It's not just about performance, it's about taking a moment, finding your rhythm. Taking time for myself, connecting mind and body, and finding my inner strength.
Pause to find power, because in those moments, we discover our true potential. Pause is power.
The world through rose-colored glasses. Try the new and delicious True Shake Strawberry.
dad, he has always brought me to his football matches, and my brothers, they taught me how to play football, and I guess it grew up from there. We entered a competition with my family, with my brothers, when I was in primary school. I started playing with Arden High School, then I started playing academy level at Kingston Football Academy. It went up to national Arnett Gardens, and I also play for a team called Christian Ambassadors. That's like older men, like really old people, but you know, I just love the experience, everything. And I play for UTEC. I was supposed to go to Harvard, or I was called up to go to Harvard for the football, only for football. But because of, you know, different situations, especially with like me not really going there for doing something that I want to do, but only football. Imagine just wasting 4 years doing something, getting a degree I don't want. But at the same time, I could develop football, but I know that in Jamaica there's so much talent already, especially at Arnett. It's crazy that we can't even like really want to leave that much, because it's a lot of growth that you can already have just at a club like this. My mindset behind that is I know already how overseas is, because when I went to China, we went all over the place. We went to Cuba, no lie, Panama, we went to Turkey, then we went to Beijing, and then we went to Kunming, which was where we were staying. So I think getting that exposure, I know it's not like Europe and, you know, all over different areas, but at the same time, like Jamaica still matters. As much as I would go overseas, I wouldn't leave what I'm doing or what I'm studying to just go there, because I'm not starting over. Yeah. I'm bringing my credits with me. I'm not doing it, but I really am passionate. I'm happy that I stayed. First time I came here, I saw a lot of passion in the girls, and it made me really want to stay, because I saw unity as well, and a lot of joy in just playing the game, and I never saw that before. So even now, what makes me stay is I know that each of the girls really have a drive to winning. Even if they're rough, even if they're aggressive, just know, like I just know that in their hearts it's because they want to win, and they love the game a lot. So that's what keeps me here. As most of you know, my name is Brianna Staple, but them call me Bird. Yeah, all of my friends, they call me Bird or Parrot. Yeah, I love KFC, but I love KFC. I went to Balaclava Primary School, and my primary school coach saw my talent, and he told me to join the team. But I played with the boys at the time. They mixed the girls and the boys. Honestly, I didn't choose football. I didn't choose football because at first I didn't know that I had this talent until coach saw my talent, and he made me realize the talent that I have. Yeah. So more like football chose me then. So I started playing schoolgirl football in grade 7 when I just started Homewood Technical High School. I went to final 3 years back to back, and my first year when I went to final I was in grade 9, and then grade 10, grade 11. But each final we didn't win. Our first final we got 8-0, second 9-1, and then the third, which is this year, we got 1-0. Oh God, I couldn't wait to finish. Well, I love schoolgirl football because, you know, but I couldn't wait to finish to just start playing with my team. And knowing that I could help them, yeah, I couldn't wait. Well, I see myself getting a scholarship, going to college, you know, further my education, and try to play pro. I want to play pro. I want to continue my football career. One male footballer that I look up to is Messi. Yeah. Messi, he's the GOAT. Messi is the GOAT. Yeah. And one female footballer that I look up to is Bunny Shaw. What else? Just want to say big up my coach. Big up Maurice Duncan, you know? Yeah. Big up Maurice Duncan.
I love football, but I don't just play for me. I do it for Jamaica and for the fans on the journey with us. The ones who live for every shot and cheer every goal. The ones who know that performing on the big stage means big effort with big support. And of course, chicken with big flavor.
KFC's Big Deal. 3 pieces of delicious chicken, fries, and a drink. The perfect fan fuel for cheering on or history-making reggae girls. KFC, proud sponsors of Khadija Shaw and the Reggae Girls.
Team, we need to pass the ball quicker.
Much quicker.
And you need to make sure...
Need to.
I'm the coach.
And I'm the assistant coach.
No. Your job is to bring the water and keep us hydrated. Matter of fact, where's the water?
I've got it, coach.
We're always innovating to keep you always moving forward.
In sports, it's all about pushing your limits, giving it your all. Sometimes, the key to winning is knowing when to pause. It's not just about performance, it's about taking a moment, finding your rhythm. Taking time for myself, connecting mind and body, and finding my inner strength.
Pause to find power, because in those moments, we discover our true potential. Pause is power.
See the world through rose-colored glasses. Try the new and delicious True Shake Strawberry.
I love football, but I don't just play for me. I do it for Jamaica and for the fans on the journey with us. The ones who live for every shot and cheer every goal. The ones who know that performing on the big stage means big effort with big support. And of course, chicken with big flavor.
So the second half is about to resume. We did glimpse a change made. Know that Abigail Mullings has come off for Arnett Gardens. But we'll confirm the changes in just a little while. Arnett Hamilton restarts this game. And yeah, we can confirm that Tashika Reed has come on for Arnett Gardens. We'll confirm the Los Perfectos change in short order. Hamilton trying to make her way through in the way Renisha Smith. Venetia Reed now. Shauna Campbell. Shakira Douglas does well. And good recovery at the back there. Los Perfectos and Shonda Mullings. So in Gregory now. Gregory lining up an effort that Brianna Staple is fully behind. Shauna Campbell trying to place that one forward.
Arnett Gardens substitution in the 46th minute. So player number 23, Abigail Mullen, the goal scorer, being replaced by player number 14.
Late challenge coming in there on Shanice Stewart. Can tell you that Tashika Hamilton has come out for Los Perfectos, and Jamelia Thomas has come on to replace her. There's a ball inside that's easily handled by Staple. Tashika Reed with a throw. Trying to get Shakira Douglas involved. Shauna Campbell now inside. Haven't really got a lot going in the final third Los Perfectos this afternoon. Crosby does well. Crosby. Challenge coming in. And it is going to be a corner kick for Arnett Gardens. They, of course, will take their time about the proceedings, as their lead is pretty comfortable. Gregory to deliver. There's delivery in a dangerous area. Comes all the way across. Well, that didn't go far. Campbell now for Los Perfectos. Reed. Robbed of the ball. They do try to close her down quickly. Renisha Reed. Well, I do take it back. Tashika Hamilton is still on the park for Los Perfectos. Yeah, the number 7 is still on the park. Ricky coming up for Arnett Gardens. There's the delivery inside. No problems there for Staple. So we did say that Jamila Thomas had come on, but in fact it was Abigail Reed. Who came on for Los Perfectos. Here's Arnett. Picked up by Douglas. Douglas trying to move away from Lewis. Sends it back out wide to Small. Gregory. Pinto. Pinto's ball inside. No issues there for Staple. Andreen Smith on it. Lining up an effort. That's over the top. He can be so dangerous, Andreen Smith, looking for a 12th goal of the campaign. Campbell, to Shauna Campbell, to Vanessa Reed. Reed. Did enough. Finding an outlet. Just losing a little bit of the momentum there, Los Perfectos, but they'll try again. Johnny Lewis. Wasn't on the same page there with Smith. And Gregory. Lovely stuff from the number 10. Hamilton switches the play. Pinto. Not sure who she was trying to find there. Tashika Reed. Small. Chantel Small gets the return. Lovely stuff. There's Hamilton. Hamilton drives that one off the bar. And Douglas on it. Can't beat her marker. Arnett Gardens have really let loose a couple of pile drivers in this one. And that was from way out again. And the crossbar is still shaking. Perfectos giving up possession easily. Ashika Reed to Gregory. Pinto keeps it. Hamilton with a ding to Douglas. Douglas, surely she can finish. As if she was tied up there with the ball, couldn't quite get anything behind it. She was always under pressure from Shonda Mullings too. But Shakira Douglas could have got her 24th of the season. But lovely the ball over the top to Douglas. But on its number 7 couldn't quite convert. Here's a corner kick in the danger area. Cleared by Los Perfectos. Arnett Gardens will try again. Back out wide. There's a delivery inside that's overcooked. Goal kick coming up for Los Perfectos. Gregory. Hamilton trying to play it back to Gregory. Now Douglas. Douglas from distance, and it is wide of the mark. They just now want to rain shots on the Los Perfectos custodian, Brianna Staple, in goal. Douglas has it. Finds Hamilton. Hamilton goes through but couldn't quite get on the end of it. Smith. Douglas. Shade Berry. Berry trying to get around Hamilton. Douglas helping out, but Berry wins it. Berry fires at one. And that's going to be a goal kick. Had a few people fooled. Shana Campbell forced to go long, but Swain Gregory's in the way. She picks it up. She was thinking of a shot. eventually went for it and was charged down. And Arnett Gardens will get another free kick. Well, there's no Abigail Mullings on the park anymore for Arnett Gardens, but Darcy Hamilton is still there. She's the one that's placing it on a specific blade of grass. And I reckon she's the one who's going to take it. Over the top. Lovely stuff. Gregory's there on the end of it. Reed with the ball over the top. Looking for Crosby. Committing the foul there. And colliding with our crew members over on that far side. Hope they're okay. Gregory has it. Pokes it forward. Gets the return. Douglas. Denise Reed helping out and provided the interception for our team. Another change coming up for Arnett Gardens. Dejane Pinto is off. And replacing her is Shauna Lee Johnson. And Sue and Gregory has made her way off as well on its number 10. And Tatiana Black comes on in her stead. All inside the area, no issues there for Brianna Staple. Douglas. Andreen Smith Over the top looking for Venetia Reed. Reed trying to get there and does, but couldn't guide it goalwards. She's a bit upset with herself. Felt she could have done a little better. She was stretching for it. But probably didn't quite read the trajectory of that one. It was always going to be a difficult proposition for her to guide that goalwards with the ball coming over her shoulder. Douglas picks it up. Lovely ball out wide. Tatiana Black giving chase. Just Johnson to aim for there in the middle. Johnson was going one way and she was going the next. In the end, Brianna Staple read it. Andreen Smith had to work hard to win it. Almost found a way through. Reed swings this out wide. Abigail Reed giving chase, keeps this in play. Well, no, she did not, actually. Crosby. Maul. Stewart knocks it forward. Crosby. Lovely ball inside to Hamilton. That's gone out of touch, to say the least. And they got, well, Los Perfectos making a couple of changes themselves. Adriana Morris coming off. And Jamelia Thomas finally makes her way onto the park. Also coming out, Tashika Hamilton. Christina Duncan replaces her. Here's Crosby. Still looking for a hat trick. Takes a shot from distance that didn't miss by much. Good effort. Two goals to her name so far this season, or in this game I should say, 8 this season. Not going up for offside. That will have to be retaken. As the sprinkler is on. So a gremlin is somewhere around the park, operating sprinklers at will. In the meantime, Arnett Gardens will be making another change with Crosby, a candidate for player of the game, coming off. Alicia Robinson replacing her. So Crosby unable to get a third goal. And there is Alicia Robinson out of Rainers Academy. 16 years old. Well, all the sprinklers are on. Good to just give you the latest point standings with the well, this is the point standings before the game. Arnett Gardens on 32 points, Los Perfectos on 30 points. With the win, Arnett Gardens will go up to 35 points. There's the bottom half of the table. Well, at least you know this field is catered to, even during the drought and the hot summer months. Few fields in Jamaica have this type of irrigation system and the technology. But unless it's a timer that automatically comes on at 5 p.m., it is a little bit wayward in the fact that it has interrupted this Jamaica Women's Premier League match. But I'm sure it can be manually turned off. But Odette Hamilton and company waiting patiently. Los Perfectos, they traveled a long way, but they have been outplayed today. I think they know that they are comfortably in the top four, but the thing is that with the semi-final matchups, seeing first against fourth and second against third, teams are hoping to avoid facing Fraser's Whip in the semi-final. So getting second and third in the league would go a far way in them avoiding Fraser's Whip, and Arnett Gardens are very much on their way to maintaining that goal of finishing either second or third. Los Perfectos stuck at fourth. And they are comfortable in that regard. We see young Redwood warming up for Arnett Gardens. Isabel Redwood, number 17. So we're back to normal here. Sprinklers are off finally. So we'll have our fair share of stoppages, I reckon. Abigail Reed couldn't keep that one in touch. Los Perfectos will try again. Picked up by Andreen Smith. He's been a warrior looking for runners. Couldn't find that one. Through to her captain, Sashana Campbell. Douglas in the way. Hamilton, lovely stuff. Couldn't quite get the return ball though. Richards going long. On it with a free kick. Ball sent long and over the top, and no issues there for Brianna Staple. Douglas plays it through. Johnson can't get there though. Reed. Smith trying to get involved. Ball sent over the top. Alisa Robinson. Couldn't find a teammate. Arnett with the possession still. Douglas. Johnson. Douglas. Hamilton. Oh, just out of the reach of Alicia Robinson there. Ball inside. Reed getting a shot off. And the Guns will get it back. Douglas. Good work at the back by Shonda Mullings. Amelia Thomas to Venetia Reed. Gets the return ball. Venetia Reed from Renisha Smith. Lovely little touch there. Anjean Smith is on it. Trying to get by another challenge, but couldn't escape the challenge. Arnett will have a free kick in their own half. Alicia Robinson on it. Oh, that's a proper collision. Putting everything into that one. Akia Jackson. Long throw coming up. Captain is back there for Los Perfectos, Sashana Campbell. Smith. Now Reed. Andreen Smith trying to get it back, but committing the infringement. Referee says play on, and they do. Ball over the top, and Alicia Robinson was in an offside position. Change coming up for Arnett. And young Redwood comes on for Sade Berry. Getting a few minutes out in the middle. Isabel Redwood. Co-captain at the Kingston Football Academy. Isabel Redwood. Douglas does well. That's lovely stuff between herself and Hamilton. Hamilton keeps things ticking over. Redwood comes into the fray, back to Hamilton. Hamilton trying to switch. The rear bad pass from Arnett's number 11. Douglas wins it back. Hamilton. Hamilton can't strike it. Sends it out wide. Redwood. Hamilton. Was looking for runners. What a find that is. The flag went up for offside, yeah. Tatiana Black couldn't quite beat the offside trap. Douglas. Hamilton sends it out wide. The give and go working well with Tatiana Black. Lovely. Hamilton's ball inside at the back post. Almost got to Redwood. That would have been a nice little moment for Redwood, who is yet to score in the league. The youngster who now attends the University of Technology, having attended the great Arden High School. Princes Whip continuing on their merry way in the league. 8-0 at halftime over Wi-Fi United. I suspect that they've lost connection. There's the ball inside, not cleared properly. Los Perfectos still trying to desperately clear their lines, and they eventually do. Malgully and Proven 0-0, 1-1 between Real Mabay and Federal United. The Cavalier Springers United game did not play. Those were the halftime scores. Princes Whip appear to be in another galaxy. They're set to make it a perfect 16 from 16. She wasn't expecting that one at all, Chantel Small. Last touch coming off Redwood. This is going to need some attention. And Chantel Small had just made the clearance now. And they can see that she was in no position to receive that ball. Immediately hoofed it upfield. And limping off. Andreen Smith almost barreling her way through. There's some pressure there. Johnson though committed the foul. Renisha Smith. And he's still doing well there at the back for Arnett Gardens. Smith moving away from Hamilton. So we do expect a few more stoppages to be played. At least 6 minutes, I suspect. Could be more. Haven't heard anything yet. Arnett Gardens going forward again, and this is Tatiana Black. Sean Lee Johnson waiting on her. Corner kick coming up for Arnett Gardens. Just 5 minutes will be added. Let's say that's a little conservative, but there's the corner kick coming in. Well, it didn't quite come in, did it? Douglas. Ball tucked around the corner. Here's an opportunity for Titania Black. Or that was Tashika Reed, in fact, with a shot. And Brianna Staple making herself big and making the stop there. Andreen Smith will try and keep this in, and she does. Benisha Reed. Smith. And no problems in the end for Danica Young. Her teammates seeing the footy side of it all as they've managed the remaining few minutes in this one. Hamilton again has been a standout in this game. And Redwood ventured into an offside position, it seems. Yep. Almost through. I know Crosby got a couple of goals in this one. When Gregory also did well. I just look at what Tonche Hamilton has done in this game and had a couple of cracks on target, hit the crossbar, provided an assist. Kept things ticking over for Arnett Gardens. Player of the match again in my book, Tonche Hamilton. In the full 90 minutes again today. Benisha Reed manages to get something on target. Douglas. Throw in. The lost Perfectos. Anisha Smith as we enter the final few seconds of this one. Can Los Perfectos get a consolation? The veteran is on it. Couldn't supply that final pass. It's been an off day for Los Perfectos as our player of the match on the ball now. Tonche Hamilton. The game just comes to her at times, and there's the commentator's curse. on cue. That's the end of the game. Arnett Gardens in comfort, beating Los Perfectos by 3-0. And it's a scoreline that they had at the interval, held on to that advantage for the duration of the second stanza, and came out with a comfortable win. It was a battle between third and fourth. Los Perfectos needed to win in order to move up the table, even though they've played a game more than Arnett Gardens. But at the end of the day, Arnett Gardens in that battle for second and third, in third spot in the league at the moment. There you go. As it stands, Arnett Gardens 5 clear of Los Perfectos. We know the top 4, and with just a few more match days to go before the semi-finals are being contested, you can see the top 4 shaping up, and it's pretty obvious who the top 4 will be. Fraser's Whip, they are now over 100 goals this season, which is just absolutely incredible. Cavalier in second, Arnett Gardens in third, Los Perfectos in fourth. Based on the standings at the moment, Los Perfectos will have to do battle with Fraser's Whip in the semi-finals in a few weeks' time. But there's still time for them to make it up the standings, but Arnett Gardens will have to have a serious decline in form in order to relinquish third spot. In fact, they may be even thinking of going to second just to concretize. But it's an interesting league, especially with this top 4. And Arnett Gardens getting by Los Perfectos by 3-0 here at Charlie Smith. It's been absolutely wonderful bringing this game to you as action in the Jamaica Women's Premier League continues. We're coming to the end of the league format in just a few weeks' time, and then we head across to the semis. It was another really good football game, but it's time to head out of here, out of the community of Arnett Gardens for the final time today, reminding you of the scoreline. Arnett Gardens 3, Los Perfectos 0. It's goodbye. A new dawn in Jamaica women's football, and the finish was deadly. Chanel Spence has done it again. Gregory, goal!